Hi, my name is Aiden and welcome to Stop Eating the Cost. This is my channel where I take a look at the cost of food with a focus specifically on what I eat in a day videos and grocery hauls through a fat acceptance lens. If that's something that interests you, go ahead and give me a subscribe, a comment, whatever. Whatever suits your fancy. Let's do that. Today, we are going to go ahead and take a look at a bunch of videos that I saved on TikTok. Before we get there, I do want to say I sound like this. My family's getting over the flu for whatever reason. At least once or twice a year, I just completely lose my voice. So that's why I haven't uploaded in a while, and also why I sound like this. We can go ahead and get started, I guess, with this. We'll see. My husband is currently out of town. My mother-in-law has my kids. I have nothing to do besides this, and I'm very excited about it. I may go to the grocery store later and pick up some things. I'm really feeling a burger, but I don't want to order one. I would rather just make it as rare as possible, because that's how I eat my burgers. It's hard to get a rare burger these days. Anyway, before we get started, go ahead and grab yourself a low to no calorie drink. I'm drinking Coke Zero because I have a problem. Don't at me. Let's get this started. Which, this is my page on TikTok. If you want to go ahead and give me a follow, I'll try to remember to pop a link down below. I used to make dispatch content. If you don't know, well, you probably don't know because I've only made 2 videos. I used to be a 911 dispatcher, so I do also look at things through that lens as well. I have stories. If you want to hear them, actually, if you want to hear any stories, or if you want me to react to any fat acceptance content through the lens of a first responder and an fat acceptance member, go ahead and comment that below. That would be a fun video for me.
Family of 6 spends $150 or less per week on groceries, and this is everything we got from Walmart. And honestly, the important thing here isn't what I bought or even how much money I spent, but more so about how my mindset shifted when it came to my grocery budget. We definitely don't eat fancy here. I do have 4 picky kids, and we focus on stretching our meals, using what we already have on hand, eating leftovers for lunches, and trying to avoid the impulse stops at the fast food restaurants. Although we do have a separate budget for eating out, which I highly recommend. And honestly, one of the hardest things, but possibly the most helpful thing, was letting go of the need for variety and convenience when it came to my meals. It truly makes meal planning and grocery budgeting so much easier. We are somewhat basic and repetitive in the meals that we cook. Honestly, at this stage of our life, it's what makes sense and it works for us. So yes, depending on where you live, your dietary needs, how big your family is, you might not be able to stick to a $150 budget, but I do challenge you to see if you can cut back this week. Shop your pantry, plan out your meals, ask ChatGPT for recommendations, and I promise you that you'll be able to cut down on your budget, even if it's just by $10 or $20. Be sure to save this video and follow along to see all the dinners we're making this week.
Okay, so that actually really wasn't that bad. When I heard her say that she was shopping at Walmart, and whenever I first saw the 2 giant bags of cereal, my heart kind of sank a little bit. For whatever reason, at least what I've noticed, people who shop at Walmart tend to buy a lot of more ultra processed foods, which she did purchase a lot of ultra processed foods, from like the hamburger buns to the little ham slices or pepperonis or whatever it was that she had, the boxes of oatmeal, those sorts of things. Those are definitely, I guess, also goldfish. I should have seen that. That's just, there's a lot right there. Now, she did have a pretty good mix of whole foods, the eggs, the meat, the bananas, apples, frozen broccoli. I don't really have a lot of qualms with this haul. For $150 to feed a family of 6. Girl, amazing. Great job. I try to spend about this much for my family of four every week. Sometimes we spend a little bit more. I try to buy a lot more whole foods, but I do also buy a lot of ultra processed foods as well. Specifically, right now, something I've been buying a lot of is canned soup. I love soup. No problems with this. I think that this is great. I really liked all of the advice that she gave, and I really liked her upbeat, positive attitude. I think that that really, you don't always see that a lot of times on TikTok with these grocery hauls. It's usually a lot of people like complaining or justifying. At least that's what I've seen. But to see this one first, it it sets a good tone. So let's go ahead and just check out another one.
Here's my weekly $150 grocery haul for a family of 7. I know it's hard to believe I stay under $150 a week. Prices these days are outrageous.
I'm sorry, family of seven. Oh my god, I I had twins. Okay, I had twins, and I was like, please never let this happen to me again. No more, no more. Two was enough. A family of seven, 5 kids.
Y'all know, but it's still doable because I do it every single week. I shop my kitchen first, make my meal plan out my days, make my list, and a lot of things I already have in my kitchen to make our meals with.
I love that piece of advice. We heard it in the last video and we're hearing it again. Shop your kitchen. I love that advice. Also, making a list. Making a list is so important. I I have a list. I have a list also. Oh my god, what happened? I have a baby wipe over here because my eyeliner keeps bleeding into my creases. I think it's gone bad. If you have any recommendations for good black eyeliner, please leave them in the comments below because I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm using the Wet n Wild waterproof eyeliner and it's not lid proof, okay? My eyelids, it just sticks to the tops of them. Anyway, that's why it's wet. Oh my god, I feel so dumb. Anyway, I make a list. A list. It's great. I also use this app called Flip, Flipp. Flip is a great app. I use it to look up what stuff on my list is on sale and where. Sometimes it does mean I have to go to 4 or 5 different grocery stores whenever I go grocery shopping, but it has significantly cut my bill down. I used to spend far more on groceries, mostly because I have a food hoarding problem. That's another story for another day. But when it comes to trying to cut down on the cost, that app has helped me a lot.
Buy all the ingredients for meals at once because I have items at home I can add to it to make meals. I got 2 cases of eggs, one for the egg muffins I'm going to make, cheese, bacon bits, spinach, and eggs. I got some thin steaks I'm going to chop up, potatoes, mac and cheese because I always have to have the option for the kids.
Big agree. My kids love mac and cheese. Right now, we're a house divided. My one son loves Kraft mac and cheese, loves it. My other son does not, and he only likes my mac and cheese. I personally prefer my mac and cheese. I am a snob about mac and cheese and mashed potatoes. Those are my two favorite foods.
Mushrooms, broccoli, and then I got some salmon. The kids won't eat salmon, so I have some chicken bites in the freezer I'm going to make with this meal for them. Sweet potato.
I totally understand this. Yes, sometimes mom and dad have to eat something different. We still offer our kids a piece of whatever it is that we made for ourselves, so that they can try it.
Mac and cheese again. Sometimes I make that every night. I'm not gonna lie. And rice. And then one night we're just gonna have salads. I have some chicken throats for that. I'm gonna get it laid out. So I just got the lettuce, cauliflower, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then I have cheese for it. And I've been dying for some chicken salad, so I got the stuff to make that. And this recipe says to use the Dijon mustard. I'm gonna try that out. And then I'm gonna make
Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard. Okay.
some little grab-and-go boxes for us, kind of like an adult Lunchable, with wheat thins, cube cheese, pepperoni, black string cheese, carrots, sausages, and some turkey. A 24-pack of Coke Zero, a big watermelon, bananas, oranges, apples, another case of eggs because I'm going to use that whole case on my egg muffins, my favorite creamer, some Smart Pop, granola and yogurt, more cheese,
And this Carb Smart bread, oh my God, it's so good. Some avocados, because I'm always loving avocado toast. I need those for my Lunchables. And these are like $1.80. Here's my weekly 100.
Nice. Yes. Bomb Pops, also great. I talked a lot more during this video than I did the last one, and I feel like a silly goose for that. There's no real reason other than I got excited by some of the stuff this woman bought. I think that she did a pretty good job with this haul. I really would have liked to see more like frozen vegetables and things like that, but she does shop from her kitchen, so it is possible that she, like me, does buy a lot of frozen veg when they're on sale or canned veg and then just stores it.
Grocery haul as a 37-year-old full-time working mom of 3 boys who also moved her parents in with her. So we have groceries today from 3 different places. We got groceries from Sam's, Walmart, 4 places. Sam's, Walmart, Food Lion, and Piggly Wiggly. And I will tell you the totals for each at the end and then a grand total. So we got 2 containers.
Okay, before we get into this, I just realized that I recognize this person. I believe this is the grocery haul mom that has gone around the internet and it's kind of viral. So I already kind of have a bias. I just need to throw that out there. I already think that this woman spends an obscene amount of food. Another thing I want to point out, and I know that this might be mean to say, but if you looked at the last 2 women and you look at this woman, there is a very clear size difference between these 3 women. And there's also going to be, as we'll see at the end of this video, I'm sure, that there is a huge difference in cost. The whole point of my channel is to bring awareness to the cost of this type of overconsumption. This is something I feel very passionately about, especially coming from an expat acceptance lens. A lot of people who are larger spend significantly more money on food. This woman has a family of 6, just like the last woman. However, we're going to see that she spends significantly more. And I'm going to have probably some more criticism on the foods that she buys. This is not like a personal attack on this woman at all. I just think that it's really important to discuss this difference. So I will be most likely making some comparisons and things like that. If that's something that upsets you, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to upset you. However, I feel that this conversation is not being had and it needs to be had. There is a cost for obesity. There is. And it's a financial cost that people who are obese eat every single day. And then later in life, we as taxpayers here in the United States, we eat that cost when we subsidize their health care. So it trickles down.
Of the 2-bite brownies, 2 of those because they'll be gone so quick. We got 1 big thing of Cinnamon Toast Crunch because we still had some left over from last trip, so we didn't need as much this time.
I'm sorry, you didn't need as much. You bought a Sam's Club size amount of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Would you have bought 2 boxes? That's 4 bags. That's 4 very large bags of cereal for a family of 6. Okay. And then the brownies on top of it. I remember buying those brownies from Costco. I'm a Costco girly. That's just where I shop. Buying those for a party, not for just snacking. That just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
We got a big box of the oatmeal cream pies. We got some tea.
Oh, also, sorry, sidebar, I can't eat oatmeal cream pies anymore. I just can't. They used to sell that kind of stuff, the Little Debbie snacks at Costco. They don't do that anymore. And I remember growing up, my dad would buy those oatmeal cream pies and the fudge rounds, and we would have to eat those. We could have 1 or 2 a day, and I got so sick of them. So sick of them. I never want to eat one of those again. Now, I will say I am a sucker for a zebra cake. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about zebra cakes, but I love them. I just do. I'm sure people say the same thing about fudge rounds and about oatmeal cream pies. It is what it is.
We got some cereal bars. We got 1, 2, 3, 4,
No.
5.
No. No. What? 5? Is this rage bait? 5? 5 bags? I could get behind 2, maybe. Maybe 2. Maybe. But 5? What? That's obscene. That's obscene. Okay? I just...
Guys, I got some conditioner, Q-tips, children's Tylenol, some cucumbers, some lettuce. There's that good old Lewis bread from the Piggly Wiggly, some bananas. We got 6 blocks of the Monterey Jack cheese.
6 blocks of cheese? Girl, what are you doing? 6 blocks of cheese? And I know that she goes grocery shopping once every 2 weeks. 6 blocks of cheese in 2 weeks? What? What? I'm upset.
We got a watermelon. We got 2 big things of mayonnaise because we be going through some mayonnaise.
I have had the same bottle of Q-Pie mayonnaise from Costco in my fridge for 6 months. It's not expired yet, which is concerning. But that's a conversation for another time. That is an absurd amount of mayo. Absurd. Who needs that? You didn't even buy enough bread. Are you dipping those French fries in that? This is absurd.
We got some grapes. We got some eggs.
That's like the most measly amount of grapes I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God.
2 things of the allergy medicine. Some deodorant for my dad. Some antacid for my mom.
Yeah, no wonder your mom needs to drink bottles of antacid. She's eating all of this garbage that you bring into the house.
Lip gloss that my mom got. 2 blocks of the mozzarella.
More cheese? We needed more cheese? More cheese? I'm gonna calm down now.
Cheese. 6 blocks of the mild cheddar cheese. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dr. Peppers.
8 2 liters of Dr. Pepper? What is wrong with you, woman? I know you're from the South, but come on. Come on. What? Full sugar soda on top of that? What?
We got these subs for Bryson. He absolutely loves the Italian Hero subs at Walmart. We got 4.
4. You bought 4 subs for your child? You are... I'm sorry. You are too lazy to make your kid a sandwich? I am also a working mom. I work 40 hours a week. I've got 2 kids, okay? I can still make time to make my kid a sandwich. I could understand buying one of those. This is lazy. Lazy.
These for him, so this should last him for quite a few days here.
I'd hope
We got
so.
1 Mountain Dew because we still have a few of those left, and Brantley is literally the only one that drinks them. We got a...
Your other child is drinking straight up Mountain Dew? What in the Ricky Bobby hell is this?
box of Fruit Loops. We got 1 bag of the purple Doritos.
Okay, those Doritos are fire. I'll give her that.
We got a thing of buttermilk, a big bag of sugar. We got 2 gallons of milk. We got a thing of nabs. We got the Fruit Loops with marshmallows.
Why? You bought Cinnamon Toast Crunch and other Fruit Loops. Why do we need the ones with marshmallows? Lakin? Why? What's the point?
We got some Oreos. We got two packs of Capri Suns. We got 4 New York strips. And Bryson's already broke into his stuff. I told y'all he loves them. We got 2 packs of ribeyes here. We got a thing of drumsticks here. We got 2 packs of pork chops. 32 pizzas.
32 pizzas.
So we got a tower of pizzas again. For free.
Again? 32 fucking pizzas. 32. I can't even remember the last time I bought one. I know that I have, like, sometime last year, you know, my kids and my husband like frozen pizza. I guess I don't. But 32, I don't think I even bought 32 pizzas last year, period. And you're doing this every 2 weeks? Are you okay? What? What the fuck?
Yeah. I will cry. So we wiped them out. We took all they had. And then we got 10 packs of strawberry Kool-Aid. And we got 3 cases of water, but I'm not picking those up for y'all. So yeah,
that would be too much work for you.
included in this. Oh, excuse me. We got 4 cases of water. And then we also ordered an 8-count box of deluxe mac and cheese online at Sam's and an 8-count box of Velveeta mac and cheese at Sam's. That's not here yet. That's gonna be shipped here. Okay. All right, so I got all of our totals written down. So online at Sam's was $31.26. In store at Sam's was $81.56. Food Lion was $55.23. Walmart. So Walmart, we had one total. We did 2 separate orders at Walmart. One was $188.96, and one was $24.15.
There you go, right there, right there. Did you hear that? Did you hear that total? She spent double, if not 3 times, what the other women spent in the other videos. That's crazy.
And one was $24.15. And then Piggly Wiggly was $95.52. And my mom has a total for me. So all of that together is $476.68 today. So a little bit less than last time.
A little bit less than last time, yet it is still almost 3 times. Still almost 3 times what those other women spent on food for their families that are just about the same size. There is a cost in being obese. It is a privilege to be able to have access to food in the way that we do in the United States. It's a privilege, not a right. It's a privilege. We are, as a whole, spending a significant amount on ultra-processed foods. This woman right here is a perfect example of what a lot of people in the United States do. And I know this because I have done this. I didn't buy 32 pizzas because I'm not insane. However, I've definitely been here where I'm buying groceries every 2 weeks, not necessarily when I need them. However, it has become routine. You buy everything that you feel like you want, and then you hoard it. Unfortunately, for these people, they're eating all of this food. They're eating the large quantities of this food, and it is resulting in a health complication, which is obesity. I'm not saying this to dog on this lady and to be mean. I just want to point out that there's a cost. There's a cost. People who are of this size are eating 3 times the food that every normal, average sized person is eating. Fortunately, I guess average size nowadays for women is a size 16 in the United States. That's not okay, right? That's not healthy. And there's nothing wrong with talking about something being healthy or not. This woman's grocery haul, right here, this is not healthy, okay? The amount of grapes that she bought is a joke. She bought a bushel of bananas. This is unnecessary. Everything about this video is unnecessary, in my opinion.
But the crazy thing is that we left a lot of stuff off of the list this time because we didn't run out. So I'm just imagining if we hadn't needed that, there's no telling what we would have sent.
You didn't need half of this. You didn't need half of this.
Okay. Grocery haul is a 37.
I can't even right now. I can't even with this lady. I'm just shocked. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I'm sorry that I kind of raged, I guess. I didn't plan on doing that. But I just got struck with a little bit of rage. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know your thoughts down below. So please let me know what you're thinking. I have lots of thoughts. They're going to remain inside thoughts though. If you like this video, go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, do all of the things, whatever you want to do. I am actually going to go to the grocery store now. I'm going to go to the grocery store now, and maybe at the end of this video, I'll pop in my grocery haul so that you guys can see what I spent and what I bought. But that was crazy. That was crazy. That amount of cheese was crazy. What? What? Who needs 32 pizzas? Are you kidding me? Excuse me. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go now. Take care. Bye. Hey, hi, hello, it's me from like later. I went grocery shopping. I decided that yes, I do want to film my grocery haul. This is going to be embarrassing. I was really hungry when I went, which is a mistake. I did bring my list. I did get everything on my list, but I did buy more than I intended. I only spent $66. That is how much I spent for this week for my family of 4. As you can see in the background here, I have fruit. I have fruit already. I've got some strawberries in the fridge. There's a bunch of frozen veg and canned veg, and I think 4 zucchini and a bunch of lettuce. So I bought that last week, or at the beginning of last week. So I didn't need to buy any more this time. So I'm just saying that so that you don't judge me for not buying very much produce. Anyway, here it is. Also, I want to add, Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. I decided to make tres leches cake. So some of the things in my haul are for me to make that. I don't usually bake things like that unless it's like a holiday. So just so you know. All right, the first thing that I bought, this deli meat. I pivoted last minute and decided I really just want to eat a sandwich for dinner. So I bought deli meat. It's turkey breast and ham. My husband will eat the ham. I knew if I bought a whole thing of turkey breast, it probably would just go bad. So 2 things of heavy whipping cream. This is for the tres leches cake and the whipped cream topping. Half gallon milk. Enough said. I have condensed milk and evaporated milk tres leches cake. I bought cheese. I bought 2 packets of sliced cheese because they were on sale. However, I would have just bought 1 because all I really needed was 1, but my husband will eat the Munster with the ham, so it's fine. Something's sticky on my hands. I bought more wheat. I like this brand of yogurt. I also am saving the jars for my friend's wedding. I usually wouldn't buy yogurt like this. However, my friend needs these little jars to propagate plants in for her wedding. So I've been eating more of this lately. I was really bummed. They only had 1 of the vanilla, which is my favorite. I like to cut up just some fresh strawberries or apple and put it in it. It's really good. But they only have one, and I wanted more than that, so I bought a strawberry one because I can add my strawberries to it. And then I got a blueberry one because I really like blueberry. Next, this is where the embarrassing part starts. Okay, don't judge me. Okay, I bought ice cream. I bought Ben & Jerry's strawberry cheesecake for my husband because it's his favorite. And I bought myself caramel cone. I usually don't buy ice cream. In fact, I bought my own ice cream maker so I can make my own ice cream. But I was feeling lazy and I really wanted this ice cream. So, eggs. I eat an egg a day. I bought a lemon. I want to make shrimp pasta next week, so lemon. And then I bought this. This is kind of weird. It is a honey plum. I've never had one, but I really like black plums. And I was like, you know what, I want to try it. So here we are, a honey plum. I'm really excited to eat that later. Anyway, beef. I don't know anything about what is the proper kind of like ratio of fat to beef. So I get the 93% beef, 7% fat. I don't know. If you have any advice, I'm all ears. I can't promise I'll remember, but I'll listen. Carb balanced tortillas. I bought some carb balanced tortillas from Aldi recently that are whole wheat because I'm trying to eat more fiber. And they upset everyone in my house. So I will be eating those and they can eat these. And lastly, taco seasoning. It was on sale. I usually buy a giant thing of it from Costco, but I didn't want to go to Costco today. So here we are. Probably gonna make tacos next week. All right, that was my grocery haul. How did I do compared to the other grocery hauls in this video? Let me know what you think. Okay, bye.